is. It is Cole J. Welcome. Of course, bear with me for the leading up moments of today's live stream. Just got to figure out the best way to set up my telephone here so I can broadcast to you live. I see there's been a lot of conversation already. But I'm noticing Edwin's Journey. I'm noticing Silver 22. How are you guys? How are you guys doing at this current moment? Hope you're all well. I know that the stream was a little bit later than perhaps expected. I ran into slight difficulty, but I'll tell you more about that, so we'll talk about that. Sarah Hopkins, welcome. Jim is here as well. Edwin's Journey, Silver 22. You were really late today? Let me tell you why. Okay, transparency is very important. Just bear with me. Look, I'm having a hard time setting up my laptop. Okay, just for the moment. Okay, Bill, what's going on, Bill? Mark is here as well. So the reason I was a little bit behind today, okay, I went to start up my stream. I'm looking for my gloves, right? These bad boys here. I'm looking for my gloves, jeez, and I can't find them. And I realized that I know where my gloves are. They're on top of my wallet. And then I'm like, where's my wallet? It's still at work, sitting on a shelf. So then I got my buddy over there from his YouTube channel name, just to shout him out, is Northern Fishing Adventures. He made certain I give him some credit, but he was able to drop into the marina and drop off my gloves and my wallet. So shout out there. I'm sure his name will come up again. But yeah, and here we are. So apologies for the lateness. Cole just came to say hello. I'm drinking with the boys tonight. All right, Silver 22, Friday night. So there you go. There you go. Big weekend coming up here. So Silver 22, enjoy yourself tonight. Have a great time. Have a fantastic time. And have a drink on my behalf, for sure. So peace out, man. Definitely enjoy your night, my friend. Hope you have a great stream tonight. Catch you next time. All right, that sounds good. I'm just gonna try to find a better way to prop up my telephone, because I know we're all about the good angles. We want to have a good angle on tonight's adventures this evening. Right, of course. We just need to find a way here quickly. So, of course, bear with me, as I say every time. Okay. Good night, guys. Good night, Silver 22. Peace out to you. Okay, look, we might be onto something with that. We might be onto something with this camera angle. I have a good feeling that it's gonna fall down. But you know what? We're here now. And I'll ask everybody a quick question for the evening. How are you all doing? How are you doing tonight? Any plans for the upcoming weekend? I'm aware of the current day, which is Friday. How is that? What does that mean to everybody? You know? Any big plans tonight? Any big plans this weekend? Same, gotta go. Catch you later. Have fun. All right. Peace out, Edwin's Journey. It was a pleasure speaking to you this evening. And, I'll catch you later. I will catch you later. But for now, look, I also forgot my sweater. So it's a bit cold out here. I'm not going to lie. Phone battery, 55%. So time is slightly limited. Not sure how long we got, but we'll make it last. Brightness is all the way down to the minimum, so to preserve some phone battery. Brandy Walker's in the chat. What's going on, Brandy? What is going on? So, for me, I've got this blue double-jointed Rapala here that I'm going to rock on with. I've positioned myself in a better area to catch fish than I usually am. I'm kind of like closer to the shore. So it makes it easier to cast and reel in and this and that, right? Sort of like everything that involves fishing, but look out. Levi, I'm always on the lookout. What do you figure I should be on the lookout for tonight? What do you figure? Heidi is in the chat as well. Love to see it. Welcome to tonight's live stream. You know, I was thinking, okay, so currently we're at around 4,400. Is that right? I don't even know. No. Sorry. 4,560 subscribers is our current numbers. And I'm thinking, you know what? Like, I need to do something at 5,000. Then I thought, well, I'll ask the live stream viewers what they might perhaps think of that. You know, whether it's a giveaway or some sort of something. I need to do something not only to recognize the 5,000 subscribers, but to recognize, you know, the channel's growth. You know, it's not that important. I think I'm going to take a rock off this stack here. There. That's a bit better, I think. Yeah, what are you fishing for? Good question. X Aura. Good question. So I'm targeting big pike here tonight, like big pike. Talking like 20 pounders. And other than that, though, whatever I can get my hands on, I'm perfectly content with. Isaac, what's going on, Isaac? Good evening to you. Good to see you here again. Welcome to the show. Trying to catch some giants tonight. Look, the main goal of tonight, okay, being it a Friday night, I'm not sure exactly what my plans are tomorrow as far as live streaming or fishing or anything like that. Really just not entirely sure. So I figured, you know, I'll come out tonight and you know, put in a good little while. Where am I fishing? I'm on Lake Temiskaming tonight. Of course, I'm sure you know Northern Ontario, Canada. But yeah, we're back out here. Lake Temiskaming. It's very, very convenient fishing here, especially on evenings like this when... Hey, we're at 10 likes on the live stream. Thanks to everybody for clicking the like button. And everybody who may have just subscribed. Thank you as well. Okay. D-Dog. Do fish fart? You know... I'm going to leave that up to the chat members to address. Just not entirely sure I want to get into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you can understand. Yeah, I don't know. Anywho. Greetings from Cardiff in Wales. What are you fishing for? Okay, greetings to you as well. I'm fishing in Northern Ontario, Canada, on Lake Temiskaming. Again, now that we've got a few more people in here, I'd like to give a personal shout out to Northern Fishing Adventures for supplying me with these gloves this evening. But, what was I yammering on about? Oh yeah, the plans for tonight's live stream basically is just to have a good time, you know. Do a little bit of fishing here as such, you know, and chat with you all. You know, how's everybody doing? Everybody watching from home, wherever you may be watching from, it's good to hear from you. It's good to see you, and I'm glad you're all here. Well, that's the main goal of tonight's live stream. Let's discuss a few things. If you have any questions, drop them in, you know, this and that. So, anywho. D-Dog, another interesting question here. Have you ever eaten a bearded clam? Now, I do not know what that is, so I will not elaborate. Richmond, what's up? What's going on? What time is it for you where you're at? Zach Smith, right now it is, pardon me, it is 5:42 in the PM, post-meridian, to be clear. But, yeah. Why are fish guys always hot? Man, I don't know what to reckon on that front. But River Rat Life, what's up, dog? How's the fishing up there in Canada? It's pretty good. You know, it's not bad. I'll admit that it's a bit slow right now for me. You know, being that the temperatures are decreasing. Yeah. Temperature's decreasing, you know, the bite's a little bit slow around this time of year occasionally, this and that. But, you know, it's still nice. It's still a nice place to be. But I'm glad to hear the river rat life. Where are you tuning in from tonight? Where's everybody tuning in from? Any other Canadians? If not, whereabouts are you located? What's the biggest fish you've caught? So my biggest is a pike, 34.5 inches in length is my biggest fish. So hopefully we can break that record eventually, maybe even tonight. You know, stay tuned. Get what I'm saying? The Bronson said hi. Welcome, the Bronson. Good to see you here. LOL. Shatanya, welcome to the live stream this evening. I noticed those 2 digits there. Those 2 numerical digits you've placed conveniently in the chat section. I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip over those 2 digits there for no particular reason. C-O-N-Y. I'm going to take a wild guess. You know, call me a clown. Whatever. C-O, is that Colorado? Colorado? Why does that sound weird? Colorado. That sounds better. New York? Maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, I don't know. Do you know any good bait casting combos that are budget friendly? Good question. So right now I've got this. First of all, what is your budget? Because in Canadian dollars, I've got this one here that was about 150 Canadian, which is not bad for a bait casting combo. Like the bait casters are more expensive than spinning combos, I'm sure, as you found out. And 150 is actually not a bad deal because you don't want to buy a really, really cheap bait casting combo. You know, you can get them for a lot cheaper than that, but you know, the thing is they break. They're a bit more technical than spinning rods, so you want one that's decent quality. I found that Abu Garcia is a good brand to go with. I've never really encountered too much of a problem. Although with this reel, something's up with this one, but anywho, seems pretty good. Chicago here, jealous you get to fish? What, you can't fish in Chicago? Little road trip? But yeah, it's pretty good. There's so many lakes, not to add into your jealousy here. There's so many lakes here. It's unbelievable. Like, I could never fish them all. You ever sleep in a snow cave? Like, you mean an igloo? Or do you literally mean like a cave built out of rocks and this and that? Because I've slept in an igloo, never in a cave. I try to avoid caves in general. I don't know. Like, I don't really have a particular drive, you know, a burning fire inside me that tells me to explore the caves. But my budget's around what you said. Okay. So if I were you, I'd look into some Abu Garcia combos, and they have different budget ranges and different scopes of monetary value you can look into, but you know, they can start at a very reasonable price and they make some good stuff. So I'd recommend you go with that. I've actually had a lot of people say that they have this exact rod. This is the Abu Garcia Max Pro. And a lot of people comment on here and say, I have the same rod and I really like it. So I feel better about recommending it to people since I've had a lot of, you know, third-party reviews just from live streaming with it. I was fishing today, SB Outdoors. Not bad. I just fired up the stream 14 minutes ago. The fishing's been, you know, interesting. No fish so far. You know, tough this time of year, though. I caught 2 big catfish with a Dollar Tree net. Jeez, and it's still holding up, is it? Nope. Family, job, extracurricular activities, no time. Yeah. Well, that's a problem as far as fishing goes. Yeah, it's not hard to get to be super busy, you know? And that's the thing, especially when you don't have lakes really accessible to you. You know, that becomes like, because for me, right, I live, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds away from this lake that I'm currently at. So it makes it really easy for me to just pop down, you know, go live, fish with you all. But absolutely, like, it's not hard to get busy. You
you get your schedule becomes full. No time for fishing, and there's no time to drive all over the place looking for lakes. Abu Garcia is a company. It is, sure is. It's a good company too. They make all kinds of things. But I like their fishing rods are pretty good. Yep. Yep. Yeah. And did anybody else have any Abu Garcia stuff? And if so, are you a fan? Do you like their equipment, their rods, the reels, anything else they make? Because I've only ever bought their bait casting rods and reels, like as combos. And I like them. I like them a lot, actually. 19 likes on the live stream. Who is going to be the 20th like? I'm sure someone out there is gracious enough to bless us with another like on the live stream. I'm sure. Can I get a shout out? You know what? Sure, because I've seen you in the live streams before, right? As long as you're subscribed. 20 likes on the live stream as well. Thanks very much, everybody, for that. You can get a shout out as long as you're subscribed. Now, I'm pretty sure SB Outdoors is subscribed, so shout out to SB Outdoors. He's a subscriber to the channel. And, yeah. You are subscribed. Well, in that case, I'll have to take your word for it. There's no, policing policy here. But the next question I would have is, how do I, pronounce your name? I'm just going to say Gnome. Gnome? Naum 1. Okay, Naomi. Right on. I couldn't, yeah. Anywho, Naomi. Shout out to Naomi for being subscribed and checking out the live stream. Shout out to everybody who's here right now. And viewing. And subscribed. LOL. Look. An interesting username. Creative, I will say. Creative. That much is for sure. But what's everybody got going on this weekend? What's going on with you guys? What are y'all up to? What's the plan? Any big moves going on? All the others are taken. Really? So you were forced into being creative. Interesting. Going bear hunting. Nice. Are you making a YouTube video or something out of that? You're doing nothing. Well, good gracious. What's up with that? Better find something to do. Better find something. Greetings from Turkey. Nice. Welcome. Falcon. Welcome. Hope you're having a good evening so far. Welcome to the stream. Good to have you. Good to have you. How the stars looking? Pretty, You know what? To be honest, there is a big lamp post positioned right there, which is kind of hindering my view. I don't know. Not too visible as far as right now. Unfortunately. But I'm sure we'll get there as the night progresses. It's a bit cold, I can't lie. 21 likes on the live stream is pretty good for us so far. I guess I can make candy, beads and bracelets, pronounced candy. Oh, I should have read that before I pronounced it out loud and embarrassed myself publicly. Candy, not condi, for goodness sakes. Nice, that's sick. And what do you do with those bracelets? You give them to people? This weekend I'm going to try and go fishing. Nice. What are you fishing for? Gonna try and make a video? Good stuff. Good stuff. So how is your... Look, I'm not too big into bear hunting. I don't exactly know what's going on. So fill me in on the process of that. So you've been baiting them, and then is that where explain to me a little bit. I'm interested and I like learning. Yo, where are you, bro? Hey man, I'm out here in Lake Temiskaming on a chilly evening out here in Northern Ontario, Canada. Nice to see you. It's cold, question mark? Hey man, you know, this and that, right? This and that. It's a bit chilly though. Yeah, no, it is. I forgot my sweatshirt. Yeah, you can give them to people. You can trade it. It's a really big thing if you search it up on the web. Interesting. Well, I just might check it out. So you make them custom made, and you can trade them around, make deals with people. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. How long does it take to make one? Like, is it a very intricate process? Hey, Solo Monar. Request denied. Request denied. Okay. What's the heaviest largemouth bass you've ever fished? The heaviest I've ever fished. So I've caught. Okay, I don't know. For short answers, I don't know. Bruh. Look, man, I don't. Somebody one time got me to say that. I'm not interested really in like. I'm not interested in promoting valueless garbage. You know? You know what I'm saying? Somebody did that one time. They said say that, and I did, and they made a flipping edit out of me and tagged me in it. And I was like, what the heck is this garb? So ever since then, I've been like, you know what? That's good. I don't need all sorts of this and that. I forgot what I was talking about though, and I apologize. Okay. There we go. Yes, but the largest largemouth bass I've ever caught, it was I don't know, because I didn't get to weigh it because I dropped it before I got to weigh it on the scale. Depends if it's detailed, at least an hour. Jeez, if it's not detailed, then 30 minutes. I'd say okay, right on. Cool, that's pretty sick. That's pretty dope for sure. So you have a whole collection. What time zone are you at? I'm Eastern time. Currently sitting at about almost 6 o'clock here. I understand. At the end of the day, it's just a meme. It's just a meme. Yeah, it's very true. It's very true, and I think that's the privilege about all of it. You know, it's just a meme. So you can decide if you want to get involved with it. And for me, I'm not particularly interested in all of it. When I see live streamers, not even just live streamers in particular, but other people that are out there, you know, I don't know. I just not really. That's really not the way I want to operate, I suppose. But you're right though, and it's whatever. I'm really unbothered by it. You know, it's neutral stance. I think more than anything else though, I don't really understand it. Anyway, we'll just let that go. Brantley's in the chat. What's going on? What do you think the water temperature is there? Yeah, so I damn near knocked my mic over again. It's probably like 50 degrees. It's cold. How's your day been? It's been pretty good. Pretty darn good so far. You know, did a little bit of this and that. This and that. As soon as I was done work today at 4:30, I blasted myself all the way down to this lake, and my rod is right here. Yeah, I forgot I was actually fishing. But yeah, and then I forgot my gloves, so I was kind of delayed. But yeah. Raheem, I believe that's Raheem in the chat, says hello, how are you doing? Happy fishing, glad to see you working it. Right on, Todd. Right on, man. It's good to see you here tonight. What are you up to tonight, Todd? What's going on with you? Brandon, where are you at? Why is it dark? I'm in Northern Ontario in Canada, if you zoom out a bit more. And it is dark because it's nighttime. It is 6 p.m. Out here, dark. And yeah, there's a street lamp above me, so I'm getting a bit of light from that. Luckily for us. Okay, well, love to hear that your day was good. My day was good. How was your day? How was your day? You know, what did you get up to? What was the most fantastic or non-fantastic part of your day? You know, that's interesting, eh? Just got done work, checking in with my YouTube channel. It's nice, Todd. Good to see you. Glad to see you've made your way over here for a little bit. Whether you stick around or not, you know, it's up to you, but I'd appreciate if you did, of course. I think that'd be a good idea. I'm glad you popped in. Yeah, Brandon, what time is it for you where you are? Because I assume if you're asking me that, it must be afternoon for you or something. Why is it dark? Yet again, another question there about the darkness. So it's around 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Eastern time over here, Northern Ontario, Canada. It's getting dark. Yeah, my brother threw up 2 times. That's not ideal. Certainly not ideal. Testudo MC said hi. What's going on? Welcome to the live stream tonight. Yeah, that's right. You know, it's a bit same time zone as me. Nice. So it must be dark where you are. Or maybe not quite. I don't know. It's pitch black here. Right on, yeah. Yeah. It's if it weren't for this street lamp, you wouldn't be able to see me at all. It is dark. Very, 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 very dark out here. Very, very dark. Aren't you normally in Wisconsin? Not at all. In fact, Todd, I think you might have me confused with somebody else. I've never been to Wisconsin. Never have. Never have. Oh, thanks, SB Outdoors, for the chat. Oh, I've not caught fish in this lake very often. The water looks like the ground. Did you catch that? It's quite calm though. It's not too. If it was really windy, I'd be in serious trouble. I would. Yes, obviously I've been mistaken, but I've subscribed and watched all your content. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. You know what? Happens to the best of us. You should see. You know, some people like. Have you ever been somewhere in a public place, or not? And people come up to you like, "Hey, man, how you doing?" Nah. And they know you, and you're sitting there like, "Who on God's green earth are you? Who are you? You know, why are you approaching me? Why do you know my name?" That happens to me quite often, and it's unfortunate. It is. Hopefully some other people can relate to that. But I'm glad to hear that, Todd. It's really awesome of you. What lure are you fishing with? I'll tell you. Kai is in the chat. What's going on, Kai? I'm fishing with this. Blue Rapala double jointed with a wire leader. I'm running that on 20-pound fluorocarbon fishing line. But yeah, that's what I'm going on. Mina, I believe. Mina, am I pronouncing that correctly? Oh, what's up, Kai? What's going on with you? Don't get killed by a coyote. You hear me, Cole? I do, Brian. You know what? If it comes down to it, I will fight that coyote with my bare hands, full on. Here at Cole J Fishing Adventures, we do not back down. We do not surrender. You know? If there's a white flag, we may as well burn it to keep warm because it will never be raised. I will attack a coyote live on stream and I will win. I will emerge victorious with my arms held high. So, catch me on that. But yes, you pronounced it right. Good to hear. Mina. Nice. I want to see that. Yeah, it would be quite a spectacle, I tell you what. You ever see the movie with Liam Neeson, The Grab? Never have. What does the white flag mean? Well, basically, when like you see in, I don't know where it would be, where you'd have the white flag. In certain things, when basically if there's a fight going on in some way and if someone waves a white flag in the air, it's telling the other people on the other side of the battle that that side is surrendering. It's like a universal sign of surrender. Wave the white flag is like, we give up, we surrender, we're not going to fight back anymore, we're done. So if a coyote were to eye me up, square up to me, and I were to wave a white flag, the coyote would know, or not because it's an animal, would understand, okay, this guy's surrendering, so it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, good to know. Yeah, right on. Yeah, so, things like that. Things like that. Yeah. But anybody watching, pardon me, what was an interesting part of your day that you had today that you'd like to share? What's something cool or interesting happened to you today? What lure did you say you're using? I'm using this blue Rapala double jointed. Looks a bit like this. A little bit like that. So that's kind of what we got going on. When did you capture the coyote? I did not capture any sort of land animal at all. I didn't capture anything. It's just that someone had mentioned that I mustn't get killed by a coyote, to which I replied, if a coyote comes to get me, I'll fight it full force. I gotta go. I'll join back in a bit. Sounds good. SB Outdoors. Sounds good. Take care, and I'll see you in a little while. Shall you return? Big casting actions going on here. Trying to get my lure out as far as possible. As far as possible. 32% on the battery. I don't know how that's gonna do for us, Rebel, Bama boy. What's up? What's up with you? How have you been? Welcome to tonight's live stream. Welcome to the evening. It's good to have you on board here. Fishing Lake Temiskaming here in Northern Ontario, Canada. It's good to have you all. Good to have you all here. We're going to try to get some monster pike if we can. I think would be the move, but so I'm thinking some sort of giveaway at 5,000 subscribers. I can't exactly determine, because I did a giveaway at 3,000, or maybe something else, maybe a different type of thing. I've gotten about 5 feet away from a coyote. I was high. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, it's a good thing it didn't attack you. It's a good thing it didn't attack you. I'll just say, Mark. What's going on, Mark? Any updates on you? Are you doing well today? 29 likes on the live stream. We're pretty close to 30. So if we could make 30 likes happen, that'd be pretty cool. At least I would say. What's up, Mark? What is up? Ooh, pardon me there. Just a bit of cold here come upon me. Little bit of cold come upon me here. 30 likes. You love to see it. And shout out to all the new subscribers and OG subscribers as well. Anybody who's recently just joining the team here. The team of Cole J Fishing Adventures members. Right on, a rebel, a Bama boy. I'd have to take your word for it. There's always lots of ducks around here. Lots of ducks around here. Yeah. I don't know where the fish are. Like, I really don't. I wish I knew, you know what I mean? I wish I could understand. I just wish I could understand where the fish are. You get what I'm saying? Are they out deeper? Like, where are the fish? Have you ever played WoW? I never have, although I used to work with a guy who did, who still does. So I know a little bit about it. I know that it stands for World of Warcraft. That's essentially all I know. And I also know that there's raids. That's all I know. Yeah, a guy that I used to work with used to tell me about this and that regarding World of Warcraft. But I assume you must play it though. Well, you know, here's this and that, huh? Oh, what's up, Cole J? What's up, John? Welcome back, John. Sure, give it a try. It's cool. Oh well, you know, we'll see about that. We'll just have to see. Catch any fish yet? Not quite yet. You know, not quite yet. But every cast is a new cast. You know, like every day is a new day. Every cast is a new cast. Anyways, what is up, John? How have you been? How have you been? Good day so far for you. It's been a good day for me, except for the fact that it's a little bit cold right now. Okay, I won't lie. Fishing at the odd hour. Fishing at this odd hour. If you know, I can't expand on that message since I don't exactly understand. I've never seen Dexter. I do not exactly know who you're referring to, which is unfortunate for that conversation. But I don't know who Dexter is. I don't. By the way, thanks for the great advice on YouTube music copywriting. Hey, John, anytime. Anytime, John. Did you ever end up posting that video, or did you get it made, or what's the update there? But no problem, you know, anytime, John. I'm always happy to help, you know. Whenever you got a question like that, or you just want to say what's up, just throw a comment in and I'll get back to you. Cool. Remember the other day when I swear I saw a big fish behind you? I do. That fish came back, bro. It's right there. Right on the dirt there. Walk out into the dirt field. This is a lake there, Brian. I don't know what you're trying to do here. But there's a lake. And so I don't think I'm going to attempt to walk out there, because things might get pretty gnarly pretty fast. You get me? You get me. You get me. Can you prove that? Yeah, watch. Watch. Can you see this? Yeah, tell me you didn't see those splashes, Brian. Tell me you didn't see those splashes. Oh, liar. Come on. You dumped your water bottle. This guy is off his hinges. Yeah, I put both of my songs on there. Whoever you were right, it did kind of flag them as copyright. Yeah, you know what? Like, and technically, like I was saying to you, like technically you can dispute that, you know, and YouTube will get involved with you and you can explain to them this and that, and eventually they'll get rid of it. But, you know, like for me even, like on shorts videos, I can't monetize my shorts videos even yet because I haven't quite hit the quota for monetization. I've hit the quota for streams and stuff, is why there's donations available, but I haven't quite hit it for like ad revenue and things like that. So for me, if a video gets copyrighted, basically all it is YouTube saying that not 100% of the content belongs to you, and like through music and stuff. And so basically you can't monetize it. That's it. It doesn't damage your channel. Like I've gotten a copyright strike before, which that's a problem. You can only get 3 of those. But copyright claims like that it's really it doesn't damage you. Ad revenue is BS. What about ad revenue is BS, Carol? I don't understand that. I think it's pretty good. I think it's a decent thing. Cole, what kind of music do you like? Older music. Classics, even. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Ad revenue is BS. I don't understand. I don't even get how you could argue that. I'm trying to understand. I'd really love to see your point, though, Carol. Let's have a conversation here. So not NF. What is NF? Probably not. Just to be on the safe side, no. Not that. No, sir. Cole, do you have no moderators for people like that? I have some, but they're not here right now. So, and these live streams lately have not been requiring moderators. So you know what? We're just gonna go past it. We'll just go past. Some questions are not meant for answering. I feel like NF's a rapper. Yeah, definitely. I like to stay away from rap music. I don't like that kind of thing, Yeah. Kind of like Eminem. Yeah, not a fan myself. Certain Eminem songs are tolerable for me. Like if I'm going to the gym or something, which I'll probably be going later on tonight. I think. I actually have my earbuds right here for some reason. Anywho, the point is, sometimes Eminem or different songs like that, to a certain point, have a time and a place. But some songs I think are just absolutely absurd and what's a good word? I don't know. Some of the lyrics and some of the vile, messages and songs that they display, not interested. Here's the funny thing. I checked the YouTube rules on the internet and it said that if any money is made, it goes to the copyright holder. And guess what? I am half copyright owner. Right on. Good stuff. Well, if you get a copyright claim, you can't monetize, but YouTube still can. So you'll still see ads and stuff get displayed on those videos. And that's all from YouTube. That's kind of taken the content that you made and are monetizing it on your behalf for themselves, is basically what that's going to. ANP. Hey man. I don't like rap music. And that's what that means. NF's rap is not vile. He leans to a godly self-reflection, emotional rap. Well, and like I said, some rap is okay. I've never actually personally heard of NF's rap or anything like that. But some rap is vile. For sure, no arguments to be made there. And some rap is okay, right? I've never heard. I'd have to hear it to really. No profanity. Yeah, I think I'm really a fan of the earlier style classic music myself. But if you ever want to give something new, listen to something new, give him a check. Yeah, I might check him out. Just to see. Just to see. Or if he pops up, I'll know who it is. TNT Aquatics. What's going on? Random Stuff is here in the chat as well. Good to see you here. Jump in the water. Hey, man, why does everybody want me to jump in the water? Does everybody want me to have my life just slip away? Or what is it? By the way, if you want to check out my 2 songs out there in my playlist, and I'd like to hear what you think about them. They're definitely unique, of course, LOL. You know what, John? Now that you mention it, like, it sounds pretty interesting. So let me get this straight, though. So you wrote the lyrics and got somebody else to kind of bring them to life, and you're both co-owners? Is that how it works? I remember you, Random Stuff. I sure do. Bit of an OG. Cole, have you ever done a cold dip? I have, before. I've had some cold encounters with the lake. I try to avoid it. They're supposedly good for your health. Supposedly they have some benefits. I think there's also benefits to not doing it. I don't know. I don't think the benefits are that fantastic. Really. I told you to push your brother in the water, but you never did. That was my cousin you were referring to. But I never did. Yeah, well, we don't want to. He said he was against that. I wouldn't want to incriminate myself live on YouTube. So, no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, we're next summer though. On your behalf though, on next summer, I'll go live and I'll push him in. Yeah. Right on. But yeah, that's right, John. Okay, good stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'll check it out for sure. So you would do it when you're not live? I've pushed him in the lake loads of times. Loads of times. He's pushed me in too before. In fact, we were walking on this dock where there was a bunch of boats and stuff, and there was a bunch of lily pads and various weeds going on in kind of the marina area. And I was checking it out, looking in like, geez, like that's overgrown, right? Sure enough, he pushes me overboard, and there I go, plunging into the lily pads and the weeds and this and that. Terrible. So I'll have to get him back again. I've got him back before, but I'll get him back again. So to do it in the winter? Do it when it's winter. I couldn't do that. It's a bit almost dangerous at this time of year, Hypothermia really gets to you. My phone battery's at 14%. I think I'm going to wrap up tonight's live stream for now. I'm not sure what the plans are for tomorrow. Live stream or see what happens there. I'm sure I'll get live eventually. Not sure when. I'm working currently. I will be working on getting an indoor streaming setup kind of going on, so I can start doing that from inside, because not only is it getting cold, but ice is going to start to form on the lakes out here, and I don't want to get, caught out here on an icy day with no streaming alternative. So I'm working on getting that set up. We can start operating with some official, well planned out, entertaining, fantastic shows that I will produce myself and host, of course. So subscribe for that if you haven't already, for sure. Because good things are coming. I keep hearing splashes behind me, like something's happening. Anyways. Do it when the lake is frozen at night. I don't know why you want these things happened. Yeah, I've got a copy of the contract. I can show YouTube the contract if they want, LOL. Absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like... Well, because the thing is, right, like if somebody, a celebrity or whatever, a person who wrote a song, not even a celebrity, but just somebody who wrote a song and then put it over top of their video, YouTube might take that as copyright as well. They might just flag the song as something that, it's not like it's like AI YouTube detection systems that detect these types of things. And if it detects that the song is not copyright free, it'll just make a claim, Right on, Random Stuff. We got Tiger. Tiger here's in the chat. Love to see it. Good evening, Cole. Good evening, Hammy D. Good evening to you. Nice to see you back here. Good stuff. I forgot my sweater out here, Hammy, so a bit cold. But we're just going to look past it. Unfortunately, though, my phone battery is getting quite low on us. Going trout fishing tomorrow? What are you going trout fishing for? What kind of trout are you going for? Lake trout? Brook trout? Brown trout? Steelhead? What are you going for, my friend? What is up? Ooh, boy. I have no idea. Somewhere in North Carolina. All right. Well, alrighty then. Going for gold. Gold? Cool. What's that? Ariella is back. Ariella, welcome to tonight's stream. Good to see you back. You're a trooper, Cole. You wouldn't catch me out there. Yeah, you know, Hammy D, the nights are getting chilly out here. Anyway, enjoy the live stream, and I'll see you next time, my friend. All right, John. How are you tonight? I'm doing very well. Very, very well tonight. Oof. Just about got hooked in the face. That wouldn't have been, you know, the greatest. But anywho, though, like I said, phone battery's getting low. John, peace out to you, my friend. Everybody that just joined, I appreciate you stopping in tonight. If you want to, you know, subscribe, you can be part of the next one. You can be part of the next live stream, be part of the journey, the channel here at Cole J Fishing Adventures, CJFA, if you will. But I'll see you all later. Again, shout out to Northern Fishing Adventures for bringing me some gloves here that I unfortunately forgot. Here's your top 10 XP holders. You got Apex, Tama, Therian, Shatanya, Brian, D-Dog, Silver 22, Random Stuff, Gen Z, Nostalgic, and Don Peeps Random Adventures in number 10. So, shout out to everybody who was able to stop in tonight, everybody who liked the live stream, subscribed, this and that, all that kind of thing. Welcome to the journey to all the new subscribers, and let's keep it going out here for everybody who's a part of the journey. But golden trout, that sounds pretty cool. Pretty cool. Best of luck to you. Best of luck to everybody tonight, tomorrow, your weekend, and the rest of it. But thanks for signing in tonight. Cole J, I'll see you all probably tomorrow. See you all later. Peace out for now, and have a great evening. It was a live stream. I'll see you later.